The company Joyride has existed long before Ryan ever came into the picture, and I'm here to tell you why that's actually a good thing. I'm also going to talk about all of the controversy that's swirling around Ryan's announcement. Don't worry, that's coming. I'm not going to ignore that. We are gathered here today to talk about this. Alright, I know this isn't real Joyride, but I needed prop sour strips for the video, so you guys get it. Many of you have seen Ryan's new videos where he launches his new candy brand, Joyride.
Yeah, so this is me launching my new candy brand, Joyride.
To really understand where Joyride came from, I need to introduce you to this guy. This is Tyler Merrick. Tyler has been in the candy business a really long time. In fact, he's sort of like the modern day Willy Wonka of gum and gummy snacks. Rewind all the way back to 2008. The stock market crashed, the housing market crashed, I turned 9 years old, and Tyler was busy launching a business called Project 7. As described by Tyler later on in an interview in 2015, Project 7 was a specialty mint and candy brand that made fun flavors and to give back in 7 areas of need. Now you might be wondering, well, what are the 7 areas of need? Yeah, I wondered the same thing too, and after way too much digging, I found this on Amazon, a listing for some old Project 7 candy products. Crazy, right? Now, this is one of the product photos that was on one of the listings, and it shows those 7 areas that Tyler was talking about. Clean water, malaria treatment, shelter for the homeless, education, anti-bullying, food, and trees. Sounds good to me, right? Now, when I came across this relic, I was really impressed. It was just clear to me that Tyler was a guy that had some really good motivation and values. Not only was this Project 7 candy much healthier than other candy, there was also purpose behind the brand, which added this whole element of value to the brand in its entirety. Now, in that same 2015 interview that I mentioned earlier, Tyler said that originally Project 7 had a much wider scope, but it really didn't pan out. And as I dug in to try and figure out what exactly he meant by that, it sounded like it's just that they focus so much on these areas of giving back and not so much on the product themselves. So as they honed down the types of products they were creating and they focused in on the value of the product itself, the company soon started improving and expanding. In fact, in 2014, Project 7 won the Most Innovative Gum Award, which apparently is a really important award in the candy industry. It sounds cool. I mean, that's really cool that they won that award. Okay, now you might be wondering, when is Ryan going to enter the picture? And don't worry, he's coming soon here, but it's really important to establish this background to understand why I think it's a good thing that Ryan came into the picture later on. So don't worry, we're getting close. It is just crazy to think that there were 16 years of this company before Ryan ever became a part of it. Now, fast forward a few years, and Project 7 was actually retired, and it was reimagined into a company called Joyride. I tried to find an exact date when this happened, but I couldn't come across anything. What I ended up having to do was go and look at Amazon products, old Joyride products, and see when they first started getting reviews. And it seemed like it's around the 2022 timeframe. But if you happen to know, please let me know in the comments. It was just something I couldn't find. Joyride started producing a number of keto, sugar-free gummy bugs, animals, and accessories, some that were sour and some that weren't. Based on the numbers of reviews and purchases that I saw from customers of Joyride at the time, it seems like they've been overall really successful over the years. Even in one of Ryan's recent videos, he talked about seeing Joyride in Austin-based stores where Joyride has been located for quite a long time. Okay, so now Ryan enters the picture. In a Reddit post that Ryan made, I'm pretty sure it was Ryan said Tyler reached out for a partnership over a year ago as of the time of recording this video, which means Ryan's been a part of Joyride for quite a while now, just behind the scenes. Even in a Forbes article, it talks about how Ryan's been helping to develop the strip flavors, size, packaging, marketing, and launch strategy. So I can imagine Ryan's been really invested for quite a while now, and so this launch was just this really exciting thing. Now, in Ryan's launch video, he did say that he is launching his new candy brand.
Yeah, so this is me launching my new candy brand.
And other creators on YouTube expressed the sentiment that it just felt misleading and dishonest. They didn't like the wording that Ryan used specifically. In fact, one creator, R2D2 Vader, said this about Ryan's launch video.
Less than 2 days ago, Ryan Trahan launched his sour candy, but I believe he's misleading his audience about what's really going on here.
And then also this Reddit thread sharing some of the same history that I've outlined in this video, but in a very negative light, almost like in an exposing sort of way. Now, I'm not dogging on this Reddit post. I'm not dogging on this YouTube creator. I think that their points are valid here. I totally see where they're coming from. But here's the thing. The launch video, the promotion for the candy was just that. It was just a promotion to let people know that Ryan had this new candy. It wasn't a place where Ryan was expected or wanted to outline all of the details of the business and how he's connected to the business and what his ownership stake is and all those little nitty-gritty details. It just wasn't the right place to share all of that information. And honestly, these days we see this happening all the time, inside and outside of the creator economy. Even huge companies work like this. Think of Amazon or Tesla. Who owns Tesla? Well, the first name that comes to mind is Elon Musk, of course. Well, he actually only owns just over 20% of Tesla. And what about Jeff Bezos on Amazon? Yeah, he owns less than 10% of Amazon. So even though they hold very small stakes in these companies, they are still really widely known as the owners. And we're all okay with that. I think the assumption I'm choosing to make here is just that Ryan didn't have the intention to deceive. A lot of times as fans of creators, we almost feel entitled to all of the information about them because oftentimes, and especially in Ryan's case, he shares so much about his life and who he is. And so we almost feel left out when we don't get all of the information, but the reality is we aren't entitled to all of that information, and we really only get to hear what they want to share. Now, it of course is important to understand who you're following and watching to know what their intentions are. If you feel like they're intentionally hiding things and leaving things out, well, it's possible they're not trustworthy. But over here, we are huge Ryan Trahan fans, and we know how wholesome he is, and all of his fans know that too. He's not out there making the world a worse place. He is literally one of the most wholesome creators, making the YouTube platform entirely better. So whether he owns 10% of Joyride or 90% of Joyride, we are here for it. We like what Ryan's doing. And at the end of the day, all you have to do is decide if you agree with that or not. At this point, Joyride has 4 flavors, one of them actually being blue raspberry, but clearly Ryan's blue raspberry would not look as electric as these because it doesn't have all the terrible, horrible sugar ingredients in them like this. Not Joyride sour strips do. Now, a little bit of speculation here. Based on the role Ryan's played in the launch of this and how integrated he is in even the packaging of Joyride, I mean, he's literally all over the packaging. He has got to be very invested in this company. Now, again, this is just speculation. I don't know the stake Ryan holds in Joyride. But from a financial standpoint, Ryan would need to be invested if he's going to make dedicated videos talking about Joyride and then giving up these promotional spots on his channel rather than having people come and sponsor different videos. Pretty much Joyride is most likely going to be sponsoring videos going forward. I mean, even in some of the videos he's posted since launching Joyride, Joyride has been a big part of those videos at some point or another. Understanding how the creator economy works, we know that a channel of Ryan's size could bring in some huge sponsorships and could be worth a lot of money potentially. So to me, that just speaks to the value Ryan sees and has in Joyride and the potential he sees in it as well. So now that you understand the background of Project 7 to Joyride and Tyler and Ryan, you can just see why this is a perfect fit. Tyler is someone who's been on a mission for many, many years. He has so much expertise and experience in the candy making business, and Ryan is incredibly fun and wholesome and just brings this fun energy. And I think with the marketing and Tyler's experience in the candy business, they are literally just the perfect pair. Maybe other than Ryan and Spock, but we can't compare. I am super excited to see where Joyride goes. I hope that it's incredibly successful for him. And in Ryan-like fashion, everyone put good luck Ryan in the comments because he would do that for us. And so then when he comes and watches this video, he'll know that he has good luck. Oh, and Ryan, don't worry. I'm not going to eat these nasty, terrible, horribly sugary, non-Joyride sour strips. These are going to be going in the garbage exactly where they belong until I can get some real Joyride. I would love to be hooked up, but at least I did sign up for the text and the emails for when Joyride comes available. Very excited about that. So there you go, guys. If you happen to enjoy lighthearted videos talking about money and finance and business and creators and that sort of thing, feel free to stick around for a while. Hit that subscribe button and we will see you guys in the next one.